Hello and welcome to the training on how to use Facebook to sell your products or service. And this is Keith Krantz again, and I'm excited for this session because what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through kind of the key ingredients to setting up a marketing funnel where you can literally use Facebook to generate leads, fans, and most importantly, sales, customers or clients or patients or whatever you're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this kind of step by step. All right. So first of all, I want to talk to you about the Facebook sales cycle. I've talked about this a little bit before, but I want to touch on this again because this is very, very important. So basically what you're doing is if you're going to use Facebook and its amazing targeting capabilities, and it's getting better and better every single day with the custom audience or with the partner categories, custom audiences, and all those different types of things. So retargeting and stuff. So you're going to really want to be able to use that, but you don't want to waste a bunch of money, right? You don't want to spend a bunch of money and then have it go down the drain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you start off good. So basically, here's how the Facebook sales cycle works. And I know this because we do it all the time. We do it every day, and I've seen it. I've watched offers that don't work, and I've watched offers that do work. So when it comes to generating sales on Facebook, you basically have to use Facebook for what it's there for. Facebook is your targeting tool. So that's where you're going to get in front of that potential, ideal customer or client. And what you're going to do with your Facebook ads or your Facebook marketing in general is you're going to use Facebook to turn that person into a lead or a fan. All right. Now, in some cases, it's going to be you're going to turn them into a fan first, then you're going to turn them into a lead because you want to have more fans because you can market to your fans for free. Or you can market to your fans like with Facebook ads for 10, 20, 25 cents a click, compared to 50, 60, 70, 80 cents a click, maybe a sidebar ad or an ad that's to a non-fan. So there's a lot of advantages to building up your fan base. The other thing about that is once you start to get in the thousands of fans, like 3, 4, 5,000 fans, then you can start targeting your specific ideal audience. Like maybe it's somebody that likes tennis, but you can target people that like tennis that are also friends of your fans. Okay, that's when you're going to start increasing your click-through rates in a big, big way. So all this stuff I'm teaching you, it's like a snowball effect, okay? It's a perpetual momentum. So over time, you're going to be getting better and better results, all right? So you're building up an asset here. But you're going to use Facebook to generate leads, okay? Sometimes you're going to generate a lead and then they'll end up becoming a fan. Sometimes they'll become a fan first, then they'll become a lead. Either way is okay. But the thing you need to realize is you're going to use email marketing and then retargeting and maybe a little bit of Facebook ads too to turn those leads into prospects and then eventually into customers or clients, okay? I took this little diagram actually from Amy Porterfield. I love it. She teaches this cycle exactly the same way I do, and I love it. Now, it really is a little bit really almost different than this too, because what you're going to do is you're going to use Facebook to turn users into fans, into leads. Then you're going to use email marketing and retargeting to turn them into prospects. Well, a prospect seems like it's the same thing as a lead, right? But it's really not. A prospect is somebody that became a lead, but now is starting to get to know you. So it's kind of like going to that meeting, that group, networking group meeting if you're a local business, and you first meet somebody, it's just like an introduction, and then over time they turn into a prospect after you get to know them, all right? So then the way you're going to do that is you're going to use Facebook to have a great Facebook appropriate offer, have them give you your email address, and then use email marketing and drip campaigns over a period of time and Facebook status updates and stuff too to build that person from a lead into a prospect and then eventually into a customer. Now, I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but the cool thing is all this happens automatically. So you're going to set this all up so it happens automatically. And you're also going to use retargeting, which nobody's using this right now, except some of the really successful bigger brands. And this is the cheapest way and the best way to turn a person that comes to your website, comes to your Facebook page, to let them see you more of you later and turn them into a customer. So let's go ahead and get into it. There's basically 4 steps to making sales from Facebook, and this is just taking it down to the ground level here. What you're going to do is basically step 1. You need to create high-value content and use social media to broadcast it. So whether you're using Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, any of the other, YouTube, all the other new channels out there, all these new social media channels popping up, these little video apps and stuff like that, you're going to use high-value content. So you want to always be thinking about what content can I create that people will enjoy? What content can I promote? Maybe it's even one of my competitors. It doesn't matter. What goes around comes around. So think about content that you can promote on Facebook. And then what you're going to do is you can run Facebook ads to promote your content and promote your offers. So if you do things right the way I teach, you can actually use Facebook promoted posts and page post ads to even promote your free content that's like educational, even if you're not selling anything, because you're going to put systems in place on your website where automatically people are going to be eventually open. They're going to be seeing your messages about your offers, and so they're going to be automatically be moved into that whole sales funnel process. And it's not difficult to set up. You just got to follow the directions and do it. And once you do, you can really scale any business. I don't care if you're a small business, medium business, or a big brand. I'm helping companies with 230,000 fans that aren't selling, that aren't using Facebook ads the right way because they don't quite understand it yet. So even if you're a bigger brand and company, you can still put some systems in place here and really benefit a lot better than you are now. So, So step 3 is to have a good Facebook appropriate offer and a landing page to collect leads. So this is the big thing right here. Number 3, well, they're all so important, but in order to be able to do 1 and 2, you have to be able to have number 3 dialed in. So if you don't have a good Facebook appropriate offer and a good landing page to collect leads, then you can't spend any money or time doing high-value content or running Facebook ads because it's not going to be worth it. You're not going to end up being able to make any sales at the end of the day, at the end of the week. Whoops. And so that's where you're going to be in trouble. So you have to have all 3 of these steps in place. Then what you have to have is you have to have some type of email marketing system, retargeting, and custom audiences. So you can use email marketing, retargeting, and custom audiences to sell your products or service after you collect a lead. Now, the retargeting and custom audiences is a little bit more advanced, but email marketing is the absolute must-have for being successful. So I don't care what service you use. I don't care if you use Aweber, which is what I recommend if you're not using an email marketing software at all to get started. They have great web forms. It's easy to create. And otherwise, if you're using, it doesn't matter. There's tons of them. iContact, MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Marketo, Constant Contact, you name it. I don't care who you use. You have to use one. Okay, you have to set up an email marketing kind of program that goes out automatically after people are able to get your Facebook appropriate offer, in exchange for their email or their contact information. So, and I'll show you some examples here. So. Let me talk about. I'm gonna show you some examples of landing pages in a second here, but I want to talk about Facebook appropriate offers for a minute. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by a Facebook appropriate offer is you have to be offering something of massive value for somebody to give you their contact information, their personal contact information, which today, with the massive barrage of emails and everything, information, it's really, it's getting tougher to do. So you either have to have a great free offer, or you have to have some type of a really aggressive, front end offer. Maybe you sell something for $9.95 or $7, and which normally you might sell that for $50 or $60 or $70. Literally 10 times the value you could sell that for on a normal basis. But in this case, you're using Facebook, you're reaching people out there that have never seen your brand before, you're using content to warm up a little bit to them, and then you've got an offer. So if you're going to run Facebook ads, it's kind of, we call it interruption marketing. It's the best way in the world to reach your exact ideal target audience. So I think you really focus on creating some type of appropriate Facebook offer. So whatever your end result goal is for a sale, whether it's a $100 product, whether it's a client, whether it's somebody to go use your software on a monthly basis, whether it's to sell e-commerce products, whatever it is, you want to think about what can you offer them to really build value. So something really cheap, or in a lot of the best case scenarios with Facebook ads, offer them something free. So it's going to be highly educational. Maybe it's a free video series. Maybe it's a PDF downloadable report. Maybe it's a market analysis report. Maybe it's a real estate pricing in your area. Maybe it's a register for a webinar. Webinars are awesome. Maybe it's a free demo of your product. Maybe it's a consultation. It can be anything, but what it has to be is something valuable. And then what you can do is you can use your email marketing and your good content after that to build that relationship, and then maybe the next day or the next step. In a lot of cases, after somebody actually opts in to get your free offer on that next page, sometimes can be a good place to offer them, some type of a product. Otherwise, it might be a couple days later, or 5 or 6 or 7 days later. That part you can always tweak and stuff, but you want to think about having some kind of good offer to begin with. And if you're a local business, then it's going to be some type of a coupon probably, or a contest. Contests are great for any business, whether local or non-local, to really get people to join your list and build that relationship with and get them to share your message, with all their friends. So, but if you're a local business, some type of a buy one, get one free, $10 off, $50 off, whatever it is, $500 off if it's a big product. It just depends. So that's what you're going to want to really focus on. So once you do that, then what you need to have is a landing page to host that offer on. And so a landing page is basically, the reason we call it a landing page is because normally it's a one-page website with one goal in mind. The only goal that we're trying to accomplish here is to get somebody to give us their name and email information so our system can automatically put their name into our system, send them an email, and now we can add them to our email follow-up system so that they can get another one the next day, maybe with another training or a reminder to bring in their coupon or whatever it is. And so a landing page, the number one goal is to get somebody to take action. So once they do that, you don't have to tell them their whole entire story about your business. That's not the goal. They're there. They're going to bounce off right away. You've got to make it very simple, very focused on getting one thing accomplished, having them give you their contact information or having them purchase like I said, a $10 offer or something like that. So that's the goal. The goal then, now that you have their contact information or maybe they're a low-end customer, now you've got lots of time and you can be strategic on really educating them on the value of your product or service. So a lot of people have a difficult time wrapping their minds around this, but you have to remember, if you really want somebody to understand, if you have a product or service that's really, really high value that you believe in, then you don't want to try to tell that whole story on a landing page because you can't. It's just people are too busy online. So what you want to do is you want to use email marketing to do that. And also you can, they'll turn into a fan, and you can also, do status updates and Facebook promoted posts and stuff like that. So here's some examples of some good landing pages. Here's one you may have seen, my Facebook checklist. So I've got, I use, in this specific landing page, I'm using a software called Lead Pages. And I'll have a link below the video here that you can actually go check it out. Okay? It's it's my favorite. It's like my favorite new software right now. There's no design at all necessary. You just click on this and type in whatever you want to have. So this is a very good, high converting landing page, very simple. Image left, headline, two headline, subheadline, or actually in this case it's a headline with a pre-headline, and then enter your email. Here's one I'm currently working on right now that's not finished yet for a dentist. And they offer a 6-month braces, the speed braces. So they're offering a $500 coupon to people. And right now I'm just working on getting some more details about this product. But notice how I've got a headline here, subheadline here, video left, action taking right. This right here, this is one of the best layouts you can ever use right here for any landing page, especially if you have a video. Headline, video, opt-in form right. That's the best layout there is. If you want to have more details below it, totally fine, which we do. We have some more details below that, bullet points and stuff. But, or you could have a headline, you could have a picture of the product with some details about it and instructions, and then on the right is your opt-in, another great layout, which is basically what this is. In this case, some people will actually, we have a basic image that says like our page to get your coupon. Once they click like, they see this page here. So they got the image, headline, instructions here, opt-in form right. Real simple. This is a landing page that we drive tons and tons of traffic to right here. You've got your pre-headline, you've got your headline, you've got Jack Canfield, who's a celebrity, the co-creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. They've sold over 500 million copies, and they've got some details on the left here, and then they've got the opt-in on the right. Okay, this is a landing page. You can afford to, spend time and effort with content when at the end of the day you can always eventually send people to this landing page. This is another great one with James Wedmore, Video Master. And this is using lead pages also. He's got basically it's just an opt-in form with a cool picture on the left. And he's got the headline, subheadline, and his opt-in form. This is P90X. They're doing a contest here. And this is just a basic landing page with a call to action button here. They're hosting it inside Facebook. But they can afford to do all their content and spend money and do all this stuff because they have an offer at the end of the funnel with a good landing page that they can eventually take traffic to. Okay? This is another one. This is an ugly landing page with Bedros. But Bedros, he targets people that own small personal training gyms. Okay? And he teaches personal training gym owners how to get more clients. And it's just a headline, video, and then an opt-in form below the video. Okay, you can't see the bottom of this, but it goes a little lower with an opt-in form. And then here at the other, this is about a 6 or 7 minute video. And then after you opt in, you get to learn more. Plus, then he offers you a chance to take even more advanced training, and for like $69 or something like that. So he teaches for about 6 or 7 minutes here, gives great tips. You opt in to learn more. On the next page, you get to learn more, but then you also have a chance to buy more training, more advanced training for $67 or $69. So, I mean, and he is ROIing unbelievably on this. This is how he generates all of his leads. So if you're a consultant and you're looking for, if you're in a certain target market like insurance agents or real estate agents or something like that, there's nothing better than Facebook ads by far if you're going to look to generate leads and sales, and especially even if it's a high ticket item. But you've got to have a process in place. So, okay, so basically I'm going to give you a couple examples here actually of how to create some software you can use. So Lead Pages, like I said, is one of my favorite new software. You go to Lead Pages and it's like $37 a month, I believe, and they have an annual package that makes it a lot less money than that. But you can just click one of these. Like, for example, here's the one I used for my Facebook checklist. And then all you do, there's no design. There's no coding. There's nothing. You just click on this, and if you change whatever you want, discover the ... Check that out. See how easy that was? It automatically integrates with your email marketing software like Aweber or Infusionsoft. There's no coding. You don't even copy and paste any code. It integrates automatically over here. You just tell them like your login, and it's crazy. It's really awesome. Super easy to make Facebook landing pages. Let's say you want to have a video opt-in page. Here's a good video one. Okay, you just copy and paste your embed code. You can use YouTube. Just so cool. A webinar registration form, super high converting. There's just tons of them. And I've got a blog post about this on my website, but use this template if you have a video for a webinar. If you want to get a high converting, you just click on each one. So it's pretty cool here. I love Lead Pages, and it's just getting better every week. And Clay Collins, the developer of Lead Pages, is always creating videos teaching you how to, strategies on higher conversion rates. They use there's a lot of companies that are driving thousands of visitors to test these different layouts. So these are all proven layouts proven to convert super high. So here's another one for a webinar. And by the way, if you're using WordPress, they just have a WordPress plugin, and that's it. WordPress plugin, and you go. You just pick which page you want it to be. It's pretty sweet. So thank you pages. They got timers. They got all kinds of cool stuff. So pretty sure I love lead pages right now. And a pre-site. This is a good one too. This is a pre-site squeeze. So somebody will see this little squeeze page. If they come to your website for the first time, it only happens on their first time coming to your website, no other time. So, yeah. You know, another software that's a little bit more advanced, but it's much more. You can do a lot more with it. It's called Unbounce.com, and it's about $50 a month. It's a little more expensive, but you can do sales pages, landing pages. They have all these different templates, and this is drag and drop. So the lead pages is not drag and drop. It's just all done for you completely. With Unbounce, you can take any one of these templates, and then you can like add images. You can drag them around. You can do whatever you want. So here's a template. For example, I'll log into one of mine. So here's one of mine, a webinar registration one. So I've got a video here, and then you can just go in here and you can just change things around. If I want to have that up there, I can just drag it. Don't need to know any coding, nothing like that. If I want to take this headline down here, I could do that. It's pretty awesome stuff. So lead pages has been one of my favorite tools too. I actually use both of them. But if you're just getting started and you just need a landing page, I would say lead pages. I've recommended Heyo.com in the past, which is a drag and drop kind of Facebook landing page creator, which is also great. I don't use that as much anymore because I'll use Unbounce to design some pretty cool landing pages. And then I'll just use another app to bring that into Facebook. But I don't want to go in too much in more into this stuff right now. But what I want you to understand is just that whole process, okay? The process of taking somebody from Facebook, using Facebook's targeting to turn them into a lead, using email marketing to turn them into a prospect, and then, you know, I've got other trainings and stuff. You know, if sometimes I have a lot of webinars coming up where I go into more stuff. We're using retargeting to be able to take people that come to your website and leave, and then we use cool Facebook ads that we're getting, you know, like a 10-to-1 ROI on. As far as retargeting is a pretty cool strategy. I don't want to go into that right now, but you know, just stay tuned on your email and make sure you register for any webinars I have coming up or any other trainings. And I'll have more coming to you, so don't worry. But I'm going to have to wrap this training up right now. It's going a little long as it is. So please email me, comment below if you have any questions for your, you know, anything, frustrations with Facebook. You know, I'd love to hear about it. I read all my emails. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon.